Introducing Real Americans with Butch and Skeeter.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Real Americans with Butch and Skeeter, where real Americans talk about real American issues. I'm your host, Butch Hocker Smith, and with me, as always, is my partner and friend, Skeeter.
Well to do.
Now, some of my sharp-eyed viewers at home may notice that my buddy Skeeter here looks a little different than he did last year. Can we have a look at a picture of Skeeter's from last season? Perfect, thank you. Now this fella here, our original Skeeter, unfortunately, we've had three. Our first one was lost in a fireworks accident. Skeeter 2, whose picture you just saw, he's got a bad case of the scarlet rubella, so he's not going to be with us this season. Oh, I think we got a picture of that too. Can you show the scarlet rubella? Perfect. So instead, we have sent to our local community theater to get an actor to play our Skeeter, and he's with us tonight. How you doing, Skeeter?
Happier than a Jew eating a well-prepared kosher meal.
It's funny you're in rehearsal. Good to see you, man. Thank you so much for coming out. How was your weekend, Skeeter?
Not great.
No?
No. I was trying to put an American flag on Lucille.
Sure. A new one?
A prettier one.
Nice.
But my neighbor Hasim, he got angry at me, started yelling.
Your neighbor Hasim got mad at you for putting a flag on your car?
Yeah, apparently we had I put the American flag bumper sticker next to my Calvin peeing on the Chevy symbol bumper sticker, but for some odd reason it looks like the Calvin was peeing on the American flag bumper sticker.
Oh, well, I can see why you'd be upset by that, being a real American.
Well, I wasn't setting up a protest. I just like stickers.
I can understand that for sure. And that's what's wrong with America right now, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's wrong with America. I'll tell you what's wrong with America right now. Something that's wrong with America is this. People don't mind their own business anymore. That's the problem. Everybody getting involved in everybody else's affairs. Just because you can see my trailer from space doesn't mean you've got any right to. I think that tolerance, in order to succeed, must be tempered with a nice big dose of mind your own business. That's a problem with all the major groups, trying to mess with other people, like the Nazis. The Nazis. Now, if the Nazis were just killing Aryans, nobody'd get mad. Nobody'd get pissed. Plus, Aryans are easier to catch. You could spot them right away with the blonde hair and blue eyes. They don't need a little star or nothing. All I'm saying is the fundamental problem with all the hate groups is working against people that you don't know. If you mind your own business and stop thinking about the things that your neighbor's doing, who's your president sleeping with, what wars are going on, and focus on your own life, you will be a better person and a better American. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsor.
Hello, I'm Derek with Mecklenburg County Services with a public service announcement. A lot of people think that peer pressure is a major part of your adolescence. You may be forced into doing things that you don't want to do, to be cool or to fit in. For example, pop sensation Miley Cyrus does not do drugs. But this does not mean that you can't do drugs. Drugs are fun and an exciting way to meet new people. Plus, you can learn valuable business skills by selling drugs. You can learn helpful lifelong lessons like supply and demand, networking, and killing those who get in your way. Plus, you'll learn valuable business tips and friendship skills while you're selling drugs. This has been a public service announcement from the Mecklenburg County Services Department, reminding you that you do not want to be a wuss bag. Please, sell drugs.
Welcome back! We got a great show going. We got a very special guest in the house right now. My cousin Muhammad is right there sitting in the audience. How you doing? Good to see you, cousin. We call him Chuck. His real name's Muhammad. It's a family name. Now, Chuck is our new man on the street. As you know, here on Real Americans, our mission is to get to know as much about the world around us as we can without actually going in it, which is why we sent Chuck out with a camera crew to talk to some people down in a certain area of our city. Let's take a look at that right now.
Well,
Where's the clip?
Start
the clip, Red. Chuck's man on the street.
well, I was headed down there, and the what happened was there's an intersection with geese, like 30.
What the geese steal your tape? Tell me about it after we watch the tape. Is there a tape?
Well, there was a lot of geese, like 30.
We didn't
possibly
say you had
Mexican.
to meet. What did you ask the geese?
Well, I didn't actually ask them anything. I didn't really get the video.
You didn't. You didn't get the video.
No.
You don't have a tape of it. Well, but still, you were out on our new man on the street. Unfortunately, we have some technical difficulties. We can't watch the tape, but I'm sure you can describe your adventure. What was it like being out there with all those people?
It was scary.
Scary?
Mm-hmm.
It can be. Meeting new people's always scary. What was it that scared you about it there, Chuck?
Well, the reason I don't have the tape, I kind of got robbed. Yeah.
What?
Funny thing, we were doing a shot, and I got punched in the eye, and they took all the stuff.
Somebody from our camera crew?
No. They got hit too.
You were robbed? Are you okay? Why don't you have a black eye? What happened? Are you hurt? I mean, you got full use of all your...
I got some rips.
Rips? Yeah, that'll happen. I just thought that was unprofessional dressing on the television, but that'll work. So you were robbed. They stole your man on the street tape. Did you learn anything about the robbers? What were they like?
They were...
How tall?
About 6'1".
Good height. American?
Yes.
Wasn't like terrorists or anything?
No. African descent, I believe.
African descent. I remember them. Was there more? How many were there?
There was 2.
2 guys, 2 African guys, went down and took out the entire camera crew, stole your camera and your tape, and you're just telling me now?
I was looking for a good time to bring it up. I thought this would be...
Did you learn anything about non-white people this week?
They're dangerous.
Not all of them. Come on, just those 2 guys, right? That you can't just bump them. They were both. But how'd you know they were African? Did they have a little hat and a big?
No, I was just. Well, they were darker than I.
Well, nobody's. Well, thank you very much, and that is our man on the street, Chuck. I hope you enjoyed that and it was as illuminating to you as it was to us. And now, a word from our sponsor. What the hell's the matter with you, boy? How can you come out here?
Hello, this is Derek with Mecklenburg County Services again. We have lots of exciting program coming to you in the next couple weeks. For instance, did you know that there is a talk show dedicated to nothing but facts on Gene Hackman? The name of the show is called Hack Facts, and it is an exciting TV show. For instance, you'll learn awesome things like, did you know that Gene Hackman turned down the role of Hannibal Lecter in Silence of the Lambs? You're going to learn that on Hack Facts. Did you know that he had been arrested as a child for stealing candy? That's another hack fact. It's called Hack Facts, everybody, and we think you're really going to enjoy that show. For instance, did you know he also turned down the role of Indiana Jones in the movie Indiana Jones? That happened too. That's a hack fact. That's another thing you're going to learn on Hack Facts. This is Derek from Mecklenburg County reminding you there's a lot of exciting program for you to watch if you stay tuned.
Thank you, Derek. Make sure we all tune in to watch Hack Facts. He is a very talented actor of some kind, and I think we can all enjoy that program. And if you enjoyed this program, as always, you can send us an email. You can send it to realamericans@gmail.com. And we will answer your questions right here on the air. As a matter of fact, it's time for viewer mail!
All right, I'm so excited. I look forward to that.
Me too! Who wouldn't enjoy viewer mail? We got a few emails from people, fans of the show, Real Americans. Here's the first one. This one reads, Mr. Hockersmith, on your June 18th episode of Real Americans, you said the words, Indians can fly. As a third-generation Indian myself, I am offended and dismayed. Do your research. Signed, Geronimo Patel from Delhi, New Mexico. Now, I think this is an obvious case of a misunderstanding here, Geronimo, Mr. Patel. Now, I mentioned that Indians can fly. Not all Indians can fly. I think the feather Indians can do it through like an eagle spirit. And regular Indians, the dot folks, they got to use some kind of rug. I didn't mean to imply that they had some kind of crazy power. I just noticed some of them get around faster than others. Isn't that right? You know a couple Indians, don't you?
Yeah, I know a couple of Indians, but I don't think that none of them can actually take flight. I don't know about an eagle spirit or a rug.
You ever seen a flying rug with an Indian fella on it?
Yeah, but that was an animated show.
Yeah, man. They're animated people. There's a Geronimo Patel. I don't even know which kind he is.
Well, I mean, you guys got to think about it. Look at the last name. That usually basically tells them.
Yeah, but his first name is Geronimo.
Right.
Geronimo Patel, he could be like killing cowboys and running a hotel. I don't know what his story is. All I know for sure is that I didn't mean to speak out of turn, and I'm doing what I can to learn. If Indians can't fly, then, drive on down and talk to us, or I'll see you at the store. Here's another one. This one here's a little bit more positive. I think you enjoy this one.
All right.
Dear Butch, right on. Once again, you hit the nail right on the head when you said that 9/11 was caused by the black people. There's been our theory at the compound for years now. Good to hear someone in the liberal media speaking the truth. Now, this is not the first time people have talked to me about this comment. I never said that the 9/11 attacks were based by African-American black people. I just gave the audience an opportunity to draw his own conclusions. I watched on the show the video of the planes falling. You saw the amount of smoke was disproportionate to the amount that should have been there. Thereby, my theory was that Snoop Dogg was involved. That is one African-American and not the entire race, and I'm sure he wouldn't want to be lumped in with them. So thanks for taking an interest. Please don't misunderstand. Right?
No.
You don't think Snoop Dogg was involved? He's a gangster. He's trouble. He's the head of the whole thing. He's the boss.
Snoop Dogg, where are you getting your information from?
Steve?
And who happens to be Steve?
He's the guy who has my records.
On the assumption that Snoop Dogg has something to do with 9/11?
Where'd the smoke come from, Skeeter?
Where did the smoke come from? The fire?
Well, you've got your theory, and I've got mine, and that's what makes America great. Well, we got another one right here. On your July 22nd episode, I asked for advice on bringing spice back to my marriage, and we always do what we can to help the people calling in.
Okay.
Skeeter suggested after a nice candlelight dinner, I might mix it up by gagging him and smacking him into submission. He fought the gag at first, but eventually he did submit. After the funeral, it occurred to me that I need your definition of the word smack. Mine includes a monkey wrench, and that's from inmate 3245-7 at Joliet Prison. Well, is wrong. I think we can all agree that beating somebody to death with a wrench is un-American and messy, and you shouldn't do it. Now, I think Skeeter 3 here, I don't know his picadillos. He seems like a nice regular man, but Skeeter 2 was a bit of a, I don't know, freak. You know what I'm talking about? All of his marital advice ended up somebody getting hit. And I think that's how he got the scarlet rubella personally. It might be one of them prehistoric STDs. I don't know what happened, but I'm pretty sure that when he told you to gag him and smack him into submission, smacking, you know what I'm talking about. Smacking is an open-handed gesture. That's a, boom, that can be friendly and fun. Once you get a weapon involved, it's no longer fun. And the gag, how can he say his safe word? You know what I mean? Incidentally, Skeeter's safe word, Skeeter 2, I found this out. Yeehaw! In case you ever need to know. How about you? How do you think she ought to spice up her marriage?
Well, first of all, I would like to take away any foreign object out of the bedroom.
Good advice.
That wouldn't be
What's
safe.
your definition of foreign?
Foreign,
What about a French tickler?
Okay, but you know, I
mean, because that's from a different.
Well, that's basically somebody that's doing a tickle. You know, a French tickle is a method or a sexual act. I
thought it was a thing.
It's not an apparatus. It's not an apparatus.
I gotta return that. Well, now a word from our sponsor.
Hello, this is Derek with Mecklenburg County Services again, reminding you that today's episode of Real Americans with Butch and Skeeter is sponsored by Manly Life Insurance. Are you anything like me? If so, you're a man. You know how tough it can be to be a man. And when you are a man like me, that means that you burn through a pack of smokes a day. And maybe you drink all the time. I know how hard it can be to provide life insurance for your family. That's why you need to go with Manly Life Insurance. At Manly Life, they know that you're going to smoke and you are going to drink, and they don't care. Because at Manly Life Insurance, they're men, just like you. Did you know that they have affordable rates as well? It's true. I don't have that information close by, but they are affordable rates. I don't know what just happened. Someone just went in front of the camera. Hey, so please, remember, if you're going to have life insurance, choose Manly Life.
I need this area now.
Oh, all right.
Thank you.
Sorry, Butch.
Welcome to Minority Report. Now, as you fans of the show probably know, our goal is to learn as much as we can about every kind of person in America. So I have done what I can to bring a minority here into our studio so that I can get to know her better. And allow me to introduce you to, what's your name again, darling?
Marcella.
Marcella, I'm Butch. Marcella, America, Marcella. We met at a coffee shop. Lovely lady that she is. I could tell right away that she wasn't white. So I wanted to find out what I could. Now, you're not Eskimo. You're a...
Sicilian.
Sicilian! That's great. That's like,
It's like Italian, but...
Oh, I know them.
But ghetto.
Like ghetto Italian.
Yes.
What, do they like stab people with screwdrivers instead of shivs? What makes a ghetto Italian?
We're a little darker.
Ah, I've heard about it. That's one of my questions. Actually, I have a couple of prepared questions. It's not them. So Sicily, that's a place, right?
Yes, sir.
And you're from Sicily?
I'm from New York. My family is from Sicily.
You said you were a Sicilian.
Yes.
But you're a New Yorker.
Yes.
How many New Yorkers are there?
A lot.
Are you still a minority?
Yes.
Good enough. So, speaking from Sicily, I had a couple of... Oh, there we go. Sorry, it's my cue card guy came in finally. Tell me, being Sicilian, is it true that if I have sex with you, your family will kill me?
No.
Good to know. Is it true that you should never go up against a Sicilian when death is on the line?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because of the Princess Bride.
That is where I got the line. That's good. He doesn't look a Sicilian.
It's inconceivable.
It is inconceivable that he
Yes.
could be Sicilian. I like you already. Minority, and you know the Princess Bride. You're my kind of lady. So, how long have you been Italian?
My whole life.
Not yet. That joke's a classic. But, so both your parents are Sicilian?
Yes.
All right, good deal. What else do I need to know? Oh, I understand. I saw this in a different movie. That at one point, the island of Sicily was conquered by the Moors. And that because of that, all modern-day Sicilians have dark hair and complexion because they are part eggplant. Is that true?
I believe the term is moulignan.
I don't speak that language. What is moulignan?
Eggplant.
What did I say?
Eggplant.
Is that true?
No.
Did I?
No. Okay?
Eggplant's delicious.
Delicious.
You ever had one?
Yes.
Parmesan? Oh, it's not. But that's not true?
No.
That's all I got. Tell me! I understand that Sicilia's number one export, Sicily's number one export is a necktie. Will you tell me about a Sicilian necktie?
I thought the number one export was olive oil.
Right. I know, I saw The Godfather. I know about the olive oil. Right? Olive oil, but what about the neckties? It's on the card. What do you want me to do?
I think it's cement boots comes in
Cement
number
boots?
2.
Oh, he says that a Sicilian necktie is when you cut your neck and you pull the tongue out, and it's like a vendetta. Well, thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure to meet you, Marcy, and I hope we get to learn more about you soon. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
And final word is Sicilians. I like them. And now a word from our sponsor.
Hi, it's Derek again with Mecklenburg County Services. As you can see, the studio we are working in is small. Anyway, we want to thank you for watching our show, Real Americans with Butch and Skeeter. Did you know that Butch actually is a very talented man that actually has his own business? This is true. I don't know what he does. But he does have his own business. I am not stalling for your time.
Rev it up, Derek. Howdy, and we are back. That was wonderful. Finally a chance to learn a little bit about the island of Sicily. All I knew for sure is for a long time they had a moose problem. Saw that a while back. But do you know anything about Sicilians?
Oh, no, actually, I have no history of knowing anything about Sicily.
I'll introduce you to one.
Oh, that would be
She'd
exciting.
love you. She's a sweetheart. Well, folks, we're almost out of time. The time has come now for one of my favorite parts of the show. Ask Butch and Skeeter. It's your chance, the folks out there in America, to call up and get some relationship or life advice from smart people like myself and my buddy Skeeter. So if you would like to call in, the number, I'm sure you remember, is 1-800-REAL-AMERICAN phone call. It'll be right there on the bottom of the screen later. And let me know when we have a call. Oh, there's a telephone call. Howdy, you're on the air with the Real Americans.
Hey, is this Butch and Skeeter?
This is Butch.
Hey, how you doing? This is Skeeter.
Hey, I long time, first time caller. Hey, Butch, I found some marijuana and marijuana accessories in my son's room. What should I do?
Put them back.
Okay.
Don't panic. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. What?
Don't panic. That's all I'm trying to explain to you. Don't panic about the marijuana. It's illegal. People are going off to jail, but it's not like a real drug. Real drugs mess you up, boy. You ever heard of crack whores, caller? Crack whores. That is a drug. Ain't nothing like that with weed. There's no
Butch, I think he needs to address
can of
his,
bitches.
I think he needs to address his child. You need to address your child and basically ask what exactly is going on.
What does that have to do with the crack whores now? I found a bag of weed in my son's room, and you're starting to talk about crack whores.
Well, I'm just saying that that's the alternative. If you had found crack whores in your son's room, you'd have a lot more to be upset about than just finding some marijuana and marijuana accessories. There ain't never going to be no weed whores. They don't exist. There is not a cannabis in the United States of America. I'm just saying if your son's going to be getting into that kind of foolishness, he started off the right way. Keep him on that stuff, because when he runs out, that's when the hard stuff comes in. Right, Skeeter? Wonderful. Well, looks like we got ourselves another caller. Hello, you're on the air with the Real Americans.
My wife and I have trouble communicating. She refuses to learn English. What should I do? Shut up, woman! I'm on the phone with the TV. Are you still there?
I'm here. I'm thinking. I'm sorry. I don't really know what to explain. I think communication is the foundation of any strong relationship, and finding a common language it's going to be key to getting along with young lady. Well, what's your young lady's wife's name there?
Yolanda?
Yolanda. Very nice. I think if you, Yolanda, learn a little English, or you learned a little Mexican, or both of you picked up some hand gestures you can work with, I think you're going to be just fine. Perhaps draw something on a pad for the first few years. I've always had a great deal of success with the foreign types while pointing. How about you, Skeeter? What do you think?
You point at foreign types?
I point for foreign types. If I want them to hand me something, I don't go, hand me that thing. They don't speak English.
That's funny you should mention that, because that is actually how we are communicating. Through pointing and a series of grunts.
Well, then you don't need us.
Grunt?
Grunts, yeah, sometimes. You never communicate via grunt?
No, I've never communicated.
You're doing it now.
I'm stammering, that's what I'm doing.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, pretty much. Grunting. Sir, why did you say I do to the woman in the first place, knowing that you couldn't communicate?
Oh, I think we're out of town, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you call back next week, and we'll talk in Spanish. Thank you so much for watching Real Americans with Butch and Skeeter.
Oh my God.
I'm your host, Butch.
I'm Skeeter.
Keep on being American, America.